I want to talk about an email I got, or I want to base this video on the thoughts that I experienced within myself when I read the email. It was an email from a person named John from across the big ocean, and it was a email of appreciation for what I do and the kind of person that I project towards the internet, which, according to most or all, is pretty much the same as I am, I guess, in real life, even though I have really dark humor at times. But that's something I share only with certain people that can handle it. But it does on days like this. It's been a few days since I got the email, and work has come in between. And at first, I wanted to just respond, back, and then I thought, why not, live as I learn, make a video. And the weird thing is that just before I started recording this video, I remembered that I did something pretty much exactly the same. I made a video response to a girl, which I filmed pretty much around here, I think down on those rocks. And it was a person I didn't know. I saw the video and I just felt like I wanted to let her know how I felt about the thing that she was talking about, even though I was a stranger, which, as you said in your email, we don't know each other. You just know whatever I project, and all I know is that you like what I do. Hashtag humble. But anyway, I've had one of those days that's it's been very up and down. It started with very up. I was in a setting with people and I did stuff and I was appreciated for what I did there, and both my presence and what I was actually there to do, giving people my time and my, I guess, skills, effort. And then I met up with a friend. We had a good chat, a good walk, a good talk, and a good lunch. And then I had just had one of those, like, when you're up, somehow life just puts you back onto something that's in between, and sometimes you sink under that. And I just had that feeling that it's like, I know that fun things gonna happen tomorrow, and the next day and the next day, but I don't know, maybe because I landed in a lot of things after a few very, very hectic days at work. Last week, my doctor called a scheduled call after my, I don't know, going into a tube and getting my stomach scanned. One of the things she said, she's gonna send my test to an expert on this, but there might be a risk that they will have to operate, take out my my gallbladder. And then the second thing is that they have found a tumor on one of my kidneys, which is, I don't know if benign is the good or bad part, but it's the good part, for as much as they can see. But they're still going to run tests, just because what I have, ulcerative colitis, can mean that I have ways of picking stuff like this up in my body. So I'm glad they're keeping check at this. I feel like I'm all over the place right now, but anyway, that email of appreciation goes back to something I talked about before, how letting other people know that you think about them, letting other people know that you admire them for what they do, letting other people know that the role that they play in your life, even if you might not know it even, is important, because that gives value. I mean, I've worked with influencers, and I work with the leading people in this country, the governing people, and I often see and I often feel that if you're successful, or if you are popular, or if you have the views and whatnot, then you're automatically happy. And we all know, of course, that that is obviously not the case. The whole expression of lonely at the top. And that is something that I often feel, and I have often felt that throughout my life. That sense of loneliness. And I was watching A Beautiful Mind the other day, and I don't hear voices, I don't decipher codes. I'm not very good at math. But I do often, when I see that film, I do often relate to the character John Nash, of how I have to do good things. I have to excel, because that's the only way that I'll matter. And as harsh as that sounds, it's true. In a perfect world, I don't want to be the kind of person who emotionally rely on other people for my well-being. But I do. I need to know that I matter. I need to know, not that I'm popular or anything, but I need to know that I matter. I need to know that I fit in to this whole puzzle in this world, that I have a role to play. And that role does not concern, firsthand me and my success. It concerns the people around me, whether that be family, friends, internet friends, followers, or people that I still haven't met yet. So show people that you care. If it's family, yes. If it's friends, yes. If it's followers, yes. If it's someone commenting on the same post as you do not know this person, let that person know. If you feel that there's value to it, let that person know, without being a creep. So again, I want to thank you, John, for the email. It meant a lot. I've said this before. I have never really cared about numbers. Obviously, numbers is some kind of indicator that you're doing something right. But it's always been about people. It's always been about interaction. It's always been about, meeting up with people and getting to know other people and getting to know their culture, getting to know their life, what they're about, because their perception of life gives me value, the same as I hope I give them value, in the, I guess, opposite direction. So what I feel that I want to do, and what I want to continue doing, is just to challenge myself, do what I think is fun, and just try to do all of that better, and just try to maintain the role that I will hopefully play in many people's life as we go on, as we move on. And as the sun is setting here in Malmö, these are the thoughts that I will bring with me as I walk back towards where I need to be. So again, thank you so much, John, and to all of you out there watching this, watching the whole thing, getting to the end. I appreciate you watching, and I hope that whatever thoughts that has grown within you as you have watched this, that you will take that with you and pay it forward, and just make the world a better place to live in. It's that simple, and it's that hard. Good talk.